Subject: urgent, addressing clear sin and upholding community integrity. Dear Imam Ghazi and respected masjid leadership, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I write to you once again, compelled by conscience and by the clear commands of Allah, regarding the ongoing matter of the false nikah and the fitnah it has unleashed within our community. 1. This is not a matter of personal opinion. Let me be unequivocal. The issue at hand is not a subjective grievance, nor is it a matter open to interpretation or debate. The actions in question constitute a clear, explicit sin according to the Quran, the Sunnah, and the consensus of Islamic scholarship throughout the ages. There is no ambiguity here. To attempt to justify, bless, or conceal such wrongdoing is itself a grave distortion of our faith and a betrayal of the trust Allah has placed upon us as an ummah. 2. The responsibility of leadership. Our masjid and its leadership are not being asked to arbitrate a personal dispute. Rather, you are being called upon to fulfill your duty as guardians of the community's spiritual and moral integrity. The Quran is explicit in its command, and do not mix the truth with falsehood or conceal the truth while you know it. Quran 2:42. To ignore, minimize, or delay addressing clear sin is itself a form of complicity. Leadership is entrusted with the responsibility to uphold justice, protect the sanctity of our religious rights, and ensure that the commands of Allah are neither mocked nor violated. 3. The danger of distortion. It is deeply distressing, and frankly, spiritually dangerous, that anyone would suggest God's blessing upon an act that is, by all standards of our faith, a clear sin. This is not only an affront to the integrity of our community but also a direct challenge to the authority of divine law. Allowing such a distortion to persist, especially under the guise of religious legitimacy, risks spreading confusion, fitnah, and moral decay within our ranks. 4. My position and intent. I want to make it clear that my insistence on public accountability is not rooted in personal anger, vengeance, or a desire for retribution. Rather, it is a matter of principle, of obedience to Allah, and of a deep concern for the future of our community. I have exercised patience, given time, and sought resolution through the proper channels. However, the continued inaction and lack of transparency have left me no choice but to demand that the truth be made known and that justice be done. 5. A final appeal. I urge you, for the sake of Allah and the trust He has placed upon you, to address this matter openly, honestly, and without further delay. If leadership fails to confront this clear sin, it is not merely an administrative lapse, it is a moral and spiritual failure that will have consequences in this world and the next. Fitnah is worse than killing, Quran 2:191. Fight them until there is no more fitnah and until worship is acknowledged to be for Allah, Quran 2:193. May Allah guide us all to uphold His commands with sincerity, courage, and unwavering integrity. May He protect our hearts from fitnah and grant us the strength to stand for truth, even when it is difficult. Jazakumullahu khairan for your attention to this urgent and serious matter. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Hamza.